Danny Segura for MVP. I'm here with Brandon Loughnane, who will be fighting in the main event of the last PFL playoff event here in South Florida. He'll be taking on Movlid Khaybulaev. Hopefully, I said that last name correct. First of all, man, how are you feeling? This tournament's pretty grueling. It's pretty demanding. This is going to be your third fight in 4 months. How, at this stage of the tournament, how are you feeling?
So I just absolutely loves competition. I'm in the gym all day, every day. So for me, I'd fight every weekend if we could. But it is challenging, and I do have a lot more respect for Lance and Natan and the guys that have won it back to back because it's not easy.
Certainly, and you're the main event of this card. When did you find out, and does it make it a little bit exciting? I was just interviewing your opponent, and he was saying, like, look, it does make things a little bit more exciting and sort of raises the stakes.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they put a lot into me. PFL, I backed me hard, and I went from the prelims to the main card opener to the main card. So that's testament to my skills and what I've been showing in this tournament so far.
Yeah, and certainly, you're two fights away from winning $1 million. Does that have you thought about that? Has that crossed your mind yet, or just focus on the task at hand here?
Has $1 million crossed my mind? Of course, it's crossed my mind. I mean, yeah. But again, I'll say it on this interview. I've said it on numerous ones before. Everyone thinks I'm crazy, but the belt does actually mean more.
What does it mean? Like $1.5 million, or what does it mean for you?
Nah, it means blood, sweat, tears, pulling myself off the ground, going through good and bad times. It signifies a lot for me. Trust me.
And it's interesting because here you're in the main event. It seems like you've been getting a lot of love from the PFL. You're inching, you're getting a lot closer to this, life-changing purse, right? $1 million. And prior to that, you had fought in the Contender Series where you kind of got snubbed by Dana White. It just feels like a complete 180 for your career since then, right? Can you talk a little bit about sort of that transition?
Yeah, 100%. But I've always been this good. I've been training with world champions for the last 8, 9 years. I mean, I've been at Alliance. I've been Tiger Muay Thai. I've been all these gyms. So I've always known what I've been capable of, and it was always just the case of getting the platform to show it. Um, and let's not forget, I won on the Contender Series. I fought a very high-level fighter and beat him every round, and everyone forgets that for some reason. So, I mean, the fact that PFL give me a home, give me the right opponents, and give me the right stage is just it's what I deserve.
And what was this training camp like? Last time I talked to you, you did all your training camp in Abu Dhabi, a little bit unexpected. You went right for a bachelor's party. Next thing you know, full on training camp. Where did you do this one?
This one was in Las Vegas. I moved to Las Vegas for this camp just for the sheer bodies. I was training with Jeremy Kennedy for it. I was training with Julian Rosa. I was training with another guy that's on the card, on the undercard of featherweight, and some real high level featherweight names. And yeah, I've had a great camp, and now it's time to go.
And talk to me about your opponent, Movlid. He's might not be as popular, as other names here in the bracket in the tournament, but certainly a very dangerous opponent, unbeaten, right? Break us Movlid down for us.
Extremely dangerous, undefeated, like you're saying, and I feel like because he's not got the name values to go with it, it's difficult for me because I'm in the main event and all eyes are on me. But I've got an incredibly tough opponent, the toughest guy in the whole featherweight division, in my opinion. So I mean, yeah, it's a tough fight, but I'm in it for tough fights. I'm in it. I want my world title to mean something. I want to say I beat these guys to get it, and the stage is set.
Do you feel like people are looking at the sort of at the right thing when they analyze this matchup? Because I've sort of seen a lot of banter online regarding your striking and his wrestling. But he's also a good striker, right? He's got some flying knees. He's put some people down. Do you feel like they sort of getting the matchup wrong online?
I mean, I've not seen any of that. I tried to stay offline after my last fight. The reason I was screaming after Shaman is because I watched a breakdown of my fight, which I'll never do again, and it said, "Well, we know Brendan Loughnane not going to finish anyone," and then I was like, "Who's not a finisher?" So I was on Twitter. I seen one thing yesterday and was like, "Oh, I'll turn the phone off." Like I'm trying not to look at all that and staying focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, you can never win with the trolls. It's just impossible.
I mean, an egg on Twitter. What's he going to really tell me? You know what I mean?
All right, and lastly, on the other side of the bracket, we got Chris Wade, Bubba Jenkins. Who do you think's gonna win, and who do you think's gonna? How do you think they're gonna win, and who do you think will be in the final?
I mean, I'm just swaying back and forward with that fight all the time. I really have no idea. I mean, the fact that Chris Wade got out wrestled by Anthony Deasy in his first fight, it's kind of a show that Bubba's probably the best wrestler in this tournament. So it's like, can he out wrestle him? But then I seen Bubba getting tired in his last one in the third round, and Chris Wade's a savvy vet. So it's like, will he weather it? Will he not weather it? We'll see.
I will appreciate the time. Best of luck in this main event bout.
Thank you very much. Thank you.